Hello all, in this session we are going to understand about the data which is categorized into structured and unstructured in the data that we are going to collect in the data science. In the data science, we should be able to collect a vast amount of data. Okay, this data will easily be classified into structured and unstructured. Let us understand these terms structured and unstructured, because in the data science, to develop the models, we need to collect the data sets, right? The data which is in the data set will be classified into structured data and the unstructured data. Now, what exactly are this? Because understand carefully, dealing with the data is the most important thing in the data science. Why? Because our model should be provided with this data. This data, next, it is going to be divided into two parts. One is training data and the testing data. Sometimes we also will take the validation data. But when we collect the data through those data sets, such as maps or charts, you will be able to visualize the data. And a basic machine learning algorithm. There are some machine learning models, not algorithms. There are some machine learning models, such as CNN or deep learning, will be able to analyze, such as convolutions, will be able to analyze the data. For an example, I want to get an important feature of a picture. For an instance, there is a picture of a human face. I just want to track the outlines. I will be able to do it. There is some technique called convolution. By applying the convolution on this structured data, we'll be able to get it. Okay. So then each data field has a defined format in the structured data. Next thing is examples of the structured data, customer data in customer relationship model systems: name, address, purchase history. As I already discussed about it. Your student database. Transaction records in a financial systems: date, amount, transaction ID. In a financial systems, let us say banking systems, on which date, what is the transaction? Rather, on which date you opened the account. Next thing is product inventory, SKU, quantity, enterprise. Now currently, what is the price of the product? Earlier, what were the trends of this product price? How this is varying? Okay, by using the pictorial representation of a graph, you will be able to visualize this product inventory. Next thing is the unstructured data. What is unstructured data? I'll tell you. In a nutshell, unstructured data is, let us say, an email or a text file or an image file. These are not structured. We cannot divide this into rows and columns. Organization will be very difficult indeed. I want you people to go through a text file. I want you people to get the important details of the students within the text file. You did not create a table. Rather, when I ask you to get me the details of the students, you typed everything in a text. Will you be able to retrieve the names of the students easily? No, in fact, it is not possible. For analyzation or the accessing the unstructured data, we just need to put a little effort. But most of the time, often, we should only be able to, we need to deal with this unstructured data. Unstructured data lacks a predefined structure, meaning it doesn't fit neatly into a relational database. No rows, no columns. We'll not be able to separate them into rows and columns. Then organization will be pretty difficult, right? Yes. It can be text heavy, such as documents, involve various media types, such as images, audio, video. How would you be able to analyze an audio file? Audio file is an audio file. Again, there are several tools to analyze, such as we need to convert this audio file initially into spectrogram. What is spectrogram? Spectrogram will give you the visualization image of an audio file. Similarly, image. How would you be able to analyze an image? There are several techniques such as convolutions. Similarly, video also. First, it should be converted into image and an audio, because video has two major components in it. Every video will be recorded as frames per second. First of all, we should be able to extract the frames, write down for each frame what is the audio, by which we will be able to analyze, right? And storage. There is something called NoSQL system, where the SQL system is used to store the structured data. NoSQL systems actually are used to store unstructured data, and to in addition to which, we also will have the data warehouses to organize and store the data. There are something called Amazon Web Services. In addition to which, we also will have something called Hadoop web technology, Hadoop technologies, not web technologies, Hadoop technologies. By using this, we will be able to store and analyze unstructured data. You say this type of data is used in various applications, such as sentiment analysis. What is sentiment analysis? In one of the previous sessions, I explained about a sentiment analysis. I just wanted you people to classify, normal mails with a spam mail. For that, first of all, we need to extract the keywords. In spam mail, there will be repeated keywords, which says that invest or money. So there will be some keywords when gets extracted. A mail can easily be classified into a spam mail, like sentiment analysis, image recognition. I would want to detect an image of a bird in some pictures. Okay, so pictures usually are unstructured, right? Not usually, pictures are completely unstructured. But still, picture can also fit into rows and columns. Picture is a 28 by 28 or 32 by 32 or any rows and column image, from which when we extract the features by using the convolution techniques, we will be able to analyze what exactly is there in the picture. Personalized recommendation, despite being harder to analyze, unstructured data can provide deeper insights. What is the difference between structured and unstructured? It is hard to maintain, it is hard to store, it is hard to analyze, but still, in unstructured data will provide you a deeper insights to the data. Not like structured data. Structured data, rows and columns. Some additional details may be missing in the structured data, but in the unstructured data, since it is a text file or an image file, there will be some noise. What is the noise? Noise is some unwanted words or the background of a picture. But that noise also provides you some insight view of that picture. Where exactly this guy is standing, what is the geographical location. So this is an example of how unstructured data can provide you a deeper insights, especially when combined with the machine learning models. Machine learning models such as what you call convolutions, CNN or deep learning will be able to analyze the unstructured data. Then we will understand the challenges with unstructured data. We knew that examples of the unstructured data may be social media post, an image or an audio file or a text file, such as a Twitter tweet. And images and videos, as we already discussed. An Instagram post, which is an image, or a YouTube video, which actually is a video. Audio recordings, as I already told you. Sensor data from IoT devices, such as temperature, humidity. There are a lot of IoT devices placed across the city, which are going to produce continuous data. This data will be unstructured data because there are no rows and columns. So since it is going to get classified into unstructured data. Now let us understand the challenges to deal with the unstructured data while dealing with the unstructured data. Now, data storage and management. How the data is stored? Data can be dumped. Dumping is somewhat different from storage. When I ask you to dump something into your storeroom, you just can put all the data here that is not classified, right? But whereas in your living room, your the events, rather the goods should be properly placed. That is the difference between dumping and storing. You can dump the data, unstructured data, but in order to store the data, in order to organize the data, you just need to turn the world upside down. That is, data storage and management. Unstructured data requires specialized storage solutions, no SQL databases or data lakes. There is something called, as we already discussed, there is no SQL database systems, which are in contrast to the SQL databases, in which the unstructured data is going to get handled and handle the large volumes and different types of media. Complexity in analysis. How are you going to analyze? Let us say you stored it. By using some techniques or the methods, you are able to store that. How will you be able to analyze? Analyzing unstructured data often involve complex processing techniques. There is something called natural language processing. Natural language processing techniques are going to be used to analyze the unstructured data, or machine learning techniques. High resolution demand. Processing unstructured data with the computational expensive can require high performance hardware significant for the memory resources. Now, you are analyzing a 4K video, or you are analyzing a 456 into 456 image. You understand this? As the resolution increases, may not be the picture, may be the audio file also. Whenever you are trying to analyze this, there may be a requirement of a high resource. What is the resource? Resource is simple. Resource is memory. For a computer system, there are two primary resources. What are those? CPU, time, memory, space. Now, as we deal with the unstructured data, there is a requirement of high resource demand. We should be able to have some good number of resources to analyze. Next one is data quality issues. Unstructured data is more prone to quality issues because such as missing metadata. In unstructured data, some values will be missing. If you want to organize into a table and column, taking it from a text file, lots of data will be missing, right? There will be some quality issues in unstructured data and data inconsistencies and data noises. The next thing is scalability. Scalability also is one of the biggest problem because as the value of our unstructured data grows, maintaining the efficient processing and storage scale becomes challenging. Next thing is the scalability. I'll tell you one example. There's a YouTube server. Every minute, 1,000 lakhs of videos are actually being uploaded. One biggest problem for the YouTube is the server size. It also should scale as the demand for the storage is immensely increasing, right? So this is one of the important parameters to understand. Scalability is the biggest problem in the unstructured data. In the privacy and security, as you can interpret, the data may contain some personal information. When you're retrieving the data from a text file, privacy and security should also be important. It is very difficult to achieve. We should secure the data. We should secure some private data because when you are collecting the data, privacy and security should be given immense importance. Unstructured data often contains sensitive information scattered across the various formats. Of course, complicating data security, complaints, and the privacy management. So it is very highly difficult for the unstructured data to maintain privacy and security.